Hello everyone. So today we are going to extend this oil flowing system by creating uh, by igniting the oil at the end and making the fire go to the beginning along this oil path. So let's wait until at the moment it's automatically get ignited. I haven't implemented a mechanism that creates the ignition part. Still flowing. Okay, see, now it get ignited and keep burning to the beginning. So yeah, see, so this is what I'm going to work on today, burning an oil path. Alright, so we have already implemented a way of flowing this oil downhill. So now what I want to do is when we burn this tip, it should keep burning through the oil path. So that's the next step, but for that first I need a fire particle that match for this situation. So in the starter content I already have this p fire, but this is a cascade particle. This is a bit heavy, as I know, and also I'm not sure this will work for our purpose. So anyway, I want to create a custom Niagara particle system using these textures, and so that we can modify it as we wish to match our requirement. So let's create a new folder, effects, and file. Niagara system. I'll start with this fountain, ns fire. Okay, now this is what we get. So first let me remove remove gravity, and the velocity, it could be something less. Okay, so as the texture we can use this fire. Let's try with this fire material flames. Where is it? Fire sub UV. This one, it's in starter content. Okay, and this has how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's a 6 by 6 matrix with this spreadsheet. So here we have to set sub image size 6 by 6. Now we get only one. And well, the speed seems quite fast. We don't need such a speed, so ten by 30. Let's try this first. Okay, and let's add color, not a scale color, sorry. The color node. So how the color is set here? Color by life. Okay, it has only 2 points. All right, let's do something like this. I'll turn this into a curve, color from curve, and start with a very bright yellow, and turn to red. Okay, color seems somewhat correct already. Okay, now let's work. Let me put this in the world so that I can get a understand the scale. It's very small with the character. It's too small. I'll keep the character, this dummy character, as a reference. So this should be scaled up with time. And let's align it to the velocity. And let's add a sub UV animation starting from 0. This is the texture is a 6 by 6, so from 0 to 36 would work. Yeah, now it looks like fire. And also it should scale up, so scale sprite size with time. What kind of a curve we should use? Something like this would do. So in order to increase the total scale, we can here 20 to 30. Great. So to make it look a bit nicer, what if we add some blue here in the middle? Some bluish tint. forget about that. I can't make it now. Let me undo. Okay. One more thing. So this is going to be a oil burning. So usually we have a somewhat black smoke as well. So for the smoke we can, oh, here we already have a smoke. Sub-UV, this one. So let's rename this fire and duplicate, Control D, rename smoke, and as the material I'll use smoke sub-UV, and it has, I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 it's a 8 by 8 matrix, so by 8, and the sub UV animation should go from 0 to 63 because 8 by 8 means 63. Okay, now the color. Color should be changing from white to black basically. So here it's just white. I don't think we need an illumination, and black. So we don't get the black because this one is translucent defaultly. Oh, now that means we should get black. So we don't see black. Oh, let's move it here. Right, now we do get black. Oh wait, let's set the start color also black. Right, now everything is black, but we should see longer black smoke. So relative to the fire, black smoke should go higher. Then to achieve that, we can increase the lifetime. So here let's have a slightly higher lifetime, like this. Nice. Maybe a bit more. 35. Yeah, great. Okay, so now let me reduce the spawn rate a bit for the fire, and scale of the smoke a bit higher, 30 to 40. Okay, and let's limit the position this fire starts emitting, because we want fire to start on a small area where the oil is flowing. So shape location sphere, let's reduce it to 1 for both. Okay, now we have the fire particle. Right, now I think this particle should be enough to get started. Yeah, okay, so let's go back to this flow blueprint and let's create another custom event. But so here we need to have a reference to this. We need to have this Niagara particle and as fire, and I will disable auto activate because we shouldn't have this in the beginning, but when we call this burn event we should light it up. So activate, right, now we need to move this from the end to the beginning of the flow for now. So maybe when we implement a firing or lighting system on the path, it should start from whatever the place that the fire start, that the fire is started on the path and go to the sides, but for now just end to the start. So right, so point index, let's use this again. By the time we end spawning the decals, we will already have the number of points in the point index, but just to be sure, I'll get the path points and get the index and set it so that we can be sure. Then get the location of the point index and set well, not set, let's do move component from this location to this location, but in order to use move component we have to have relative location. So get this, subtract, no, this is not how we make relative, convert to relative, convert relative transform. Okay, here the location is this, the scale is 1, that's fine, and the parent transform is get actor transform. Okay, that should do it. I'm not really concerned about the rotation because it's a fire particle, so it will always be things will always go upward, so it doesn't really matter the rotation, I think. Over time Let's start with 0.5 or maybe 0.2. When complete, I'll get the point index and do a decrement, and if this is still larger than 0, that means we have still points, so we are not at the beginning. So branch, if this is true, I'll come back to here. Let me add a reroute node so it's clear, and do another circle, make a loop. Okay, now let's test this. So to test it, we should here, once the simulation is finished, we should call burn. Well, it is going to take some time to reach the oil flow to the end. Maybe we should reduce that only for testing, but let's see. Oh, it's wrong because particle is here for some reason. Why is that? To make this test easier, I'll reduce the simulation time to 20, and this didn't seem to work. So let's do something like this. Let's detach from component and keep the world location so that we can use this without worrying about the world to relative transform conversion. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, all right. I think the last point is here. First point is over here. Okay, so that's something I missed. So we should start from 0 and go to last point in order to... Oh no, This is a mistake. We should have connected here, because only at the beginning we should set the first index. Alright, see. Okay, now the burning went over there. Alright. So at the end I think we should stop the burning. It's not large enough to be visible. Let me slow it down a bit and increase the scale a bit. This is 40 to 60, this is 120. And also when it moves, we should see a clear path. So to get a clear path, we should have a higher spawn rate. How about 1000? See, now we get a constant path. Good. Let me delete this. And after it reached the end, we should turn it off. So deactivate. And I'll increase the simulation time, but I will pause. I will not keep you waiting until the flow path reach the end. I'll pause the recording now because it started flowing. Okay, now I think it's closer to the end. Yeah. It's too slow. No. Yeah, it's too slow now. I'll adjust the values of the recording and show you the final values, final proper values. And one more thing. Before we activate, we should set the location of NS fire to the final position, the edge. So path points, get the last point. Set world location. Right, so here is the final version. I have kept 0.1 as the distance, and I had to add an offset because to compensate for this sphere's center point. It's not always on the ground, the center point, so to compensate for that I had to add this minus 20 offset. And here I increased the lifetime of the flame to 3 to 4 random value, and lifetime of smoke to 3.5 to 4.5, and the rate 100 for both. So simulation time, I'll put it back to 50. Let me play it with the character so that you can see how it looks along with the character. Still flowing. He also still flowing. Okay, burning started and it's going to the starting point. Okay, what happens here? Alright, so yeah, that's it. I'm gonna stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. As always, project files will be available for the download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of the Patreon club. See you in another episode. Goodbye.